Hello beautiful souls. This is a project share of what I've created for the Not So Secret Santa swap for Ida, who is created to create group swap. We are to include 5 of our favorite crafty items. So the first thing I'm going to share is a few of store-bought items, which is so in my local discount store. I went in there recently and they had this glue, and this is a silicone glue, which I consider almost like Fabri-Tac, and it's the cold version of hot glue, and I absolutely love this glue, and they happen to have it in my discount store, so I ended up picking up a few of them for my group members. And I also buy this glitter from that same discount store, and I've included some in this container. So that's one of the my favorite crafty items, which is the silicone glue and glitter. The other thing is I love paper flowers, especially when they're pink. And I love lace and trim. So in here I've included, I'm not going to open the bag, but you can see it through the bag. So here's the pink paper flowers. Here's the flower trim. And then here's the lace trim. So this is another of my crafty favorite items. And there's 3 items in here. So this is 5 already altogether. So we wanted to include 5 of our favorite crafty items. Well, I couldn't stop there, so I ended up creating Handmade embellishments, which is also my favorite crafty item. I'm gonna actually take it out of here. I've showed this before in a previous video, and these are miniature popsicle sticks. They have one that's a little bit bigger, but still smaller than the standard size popsicle stick, and then here's a small one, and I just made sentiments out of those and embellished them. I love these. I love this idea. I will have a tutorial on this. I don't know when, but I will. And a few of the other things that I'm about to show you, I will definitely have a tutorial on those. Those will be upcoming. One of the other favorite crafty items that I love, like I said, are I love paper embellishments, especially when they're small. And this is a DIY Dollar Tree dimensional stickers. So I created what you would probably find in the Dollar Tree crafty section, where they have these dimensional stickers, you know, that the shapes, you know, it has a pretty shape. So I ended up making my own, and I'm gonna have a DIY on this as well. And I think these turned out pretty, and they are dimensional. I backed them up with chipboard, and these of course are not stickers. You know, you have to add adhesive to it, you know, to stick it on your projects. So there it is. And these are digital images that I do have on Teatime and Dolls Etsy shop. So it is available on Teatime and Dolls Etsy shop, and the description, and the information is in the description box below. The other favorite crafty item that I love is crochet. And I love the small crochet, whether it's a doily or, you know, or other shapes. And I do love the heart. So I created this for my group members. And I will have a tutorial on this really soon as well. And I just embellished them with a little bit of lace trim, lace applique, ribbon, and satin roses. And these are stiffened. I did stiffen them. And here I used this gold thread, and I just wrapped it around, you know, I went around 2 fingers a few times and just added it there. I did it here and I did it to this one. Look how pretty that turned out. And this is the gold trim. I bought this at AliExpress. You can just type in, you know, gold thread, and a slew of them will pop up. So I picked, and it's quite a bit, a lot in there. And this goes a long way, and it's really pretty. So that's what I ended up using for here. It's like a bow, like I made it into a bow. It's on top of the satin bow there, the ribbon satin bow. And I love these. I love these. And then the last thing in this package, I created these little miniature storefronts and a house. And of course it's made out of paper, and it is a digital file that I have, that it is now in Teatime and Dolls Etsy shop. And look how pretty. And they are dimensional, so in that kit there are these layering pieces. And then there's the silhouette here. This is also included, and then of course the printed part of it. And then, so I layered the roof, and then I layered this decorative element there, or awning. It could, well, for this it would be an awning, and for the house it would be a roof, right? So this is a bakery shop. As you can see there, that's just a regular house. This is a tea room, and this is you know, this could be like a boutique or something. I think it looks so pretty. And I did create a box, a gift box. You know, this was last year, and I still haven't put it up, but it's gonna go up really, really soon. And I did revamp it, and I'm going to show you the mini version of it. And that's how I revamped the bigger version of it. Okay, so this is all included. So now we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 10 so far, which we only supposed to be including 5. You know, those are the requirements, but of course, whoever sticks to the rules of group swapping. I don't. I don't ever do. And then I don't think I've ever shipped in the $8 bubble mailer from the USPS post office. I always end up shipping in a box because I end up creating things that are bulky and it won't fit in there. And of course, when you have more than one group member in there, it's not going to fit. So, you know, when you're making multiples of it. So that's 10, right? I did say 10. So here is the mini version of the revamped gift house box or storefront box. And this is how the big one is going to be as well. Ta-da! There's dimensional pockets in here. And this originally, the original one already had a pocket in the back. But look at that. So I made the bigger version in miniature and the miniature in the bigger version. And I edit this thing like so many times that I finally have a final version to it. And this is the final version. You're going to see a little bit of a difference here. Off the back, this is different up here. Okay? And I changed that anyway. I'm going to do a separate video on that because I don't want this to be too long. So I did do some changes on this. So this was the first draft, I guess, and I thought it was gonna be it. And then as days went by, I had other ideas that came in, and so I changed it up a little bit. I have a little bit of gold that's spilled here, and you know, and I didn't want to let it go to waste. So but you know, I mean, this can always be covered too, but I ended up just leaving it like that for now. So in the back, you know, there's a pocket here, and I did include in this bag, I cut some I fussy cut some die cuts in there, so that way it's already done and the recipient doesn't have to do it. And I added some lace applique trims here. Okay, I forgot how many I put in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There might be 8 or 9. I don't remember. But I love applique trims, and I mentioned that already. And I love die cuts, or die cuts and like ephemera or cutouts. I do love those. Okay, and there is a tag here, you know, to write a little note to and from. This can be reused, of course. So in the inside, see, I'm already too far in minutes. Here I've included some clay pieces, you know, that I pushed into a mold. And these are handmade, this is handmade clay in here. And I do have a tutorial on how to make your own handmade clay. So that's in this pocket. And then in this one, this is a very special one right here. So those of you who really, you know, got to know Ida through her crafting journey know that she recently had a loss in her family. Her brother passed away. And so even though I made in here, you know, I created something in memory of her brother, everybody's getting one too. Okay, so here I am going to take this out so that you can fully see it. Here I made an ornament, and I'm going to have a tutorial on how I made that. I used Dollar Tree items to create this. And this is a clay heart with an angel in the middle. Okay, so this is in memory of Ida's brother. I'm so sorry for your loss, Ida. And I'm a crybaby. I'm getting emotional. Okay, let's keep going here. And I added these cute bells here on the bottom, which I did get from the Dollar Tree. So everybody's gonna get one of these. Okay, so that's what's included in here. So that's 10. I'm going to consider this 11, even though there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clay pieces in there. So 11, 12, you can consider 12, 13, 14. The box can be considered a crafty item because it's, you know, it's a housing unit to store gifts in. And I love presentation, and I love housing things in something. Okay, so that's included. All right, so I have 2 more things, believe it or not. The other thing I wanted to make, I had did a video of a project share of bows that I made using faux leather and fabric, and I wanted to do one, you know, for every group member here, but my plate is full right now. I have quite a bit to do, and I wanted to, you know, move this along, and that takes a little bit more time for me anyway. So I created a different version of that, and I did it with lace. So here it is with lace. This is the card that will be included. This is my information, and you know, along with some other things. I'll get into that in a moment. So I created this. I will have a tutorial on this too. This easy peasy, quick and easy lace bow, and I just added some dangles here, some bead work here. Okay, it's real simple and easy. And then I added a flat back pearl here in case, you know, it turns around and whatever you're hanging this on. And here I just laminated this tag. This is also, I do have this in the Etsy shop. This is together with this one in the digital kit, and I revamped this too. The front is a little different. This thing up here is just different, and I just laminated and created a tag out of it. I laminated this as well. Okay, and I added, this is clear contact paper on this one, so this is just the plain cardstock, and then the front is laminated with clear contact paper, which has adhesive. So what did I say? I lost count. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And the last thing, which I'm going to say 2 last things because one is just hooked to it, is this is how I'm going to house all of this yumminess in here. I have a project share on these burlap bags, and I also have one out of the canvas bags, and I will have a tutorial on how I made this tote bag because it's really easy. It really is easy, and it does have a gusset down here. And the reason why I say this is like 2 in 1, so this is like 16, because this actually can be removed. It has a pin. It's just pinned there, you know, like a brooch, and this can be removed. This is permanently on here, but everything here will go in here, and this is how they will look. And everybody's getting one in the group. It's just going to be decorated. The bag is going to be decorated differently. They're all going to have a pin on there. This part of it is just going to be different. Like here. This one has applique lace on there. And this one has this rosette trim that I created with lace trim. Okay, so that's different. And then of course over here is different as well. As you can see here, it's different than this one. And the pockets here, the colors are different here. Okay, so this is how it is going to be packaged. So there it is. This is the back, and it does have pockets on both sides. It has a pocket here and a pocket back there, and everything is packed nice and neat in there. Okay, so that's how it would arrive to Ida, and that's how it will arrive to you, because I did make her one so she will be able to share. Excuse me. She will be able to share you know, the contents in there for people who don't get to see this video here. So there it is. And Ida saw these burlap bags before I aired the video. So she ended up creating or altering burlap drawstring bags. I guess that kind of, you know, when she saw these, she said she couldn't help herself, and she ended up you know, altering one of her own with drawstrings, and she'd used, you know, these iron-ons on it with this glitter on it and stuff like that. So she was inspired by these bags and ended up altering a few of her own. So I'm pretty sure if you follow her and you saw her video already on that. Okay, and that's pretty much it. And this video is a little too long for my taste because it's just a little project share. Anyway, it's not a tutorial. So there it is. And all right, so with that being said, all is well. Let's share, be fair, be filled with love, and love one another. Take good care, everybody.